G'day everyone. So on today's video, I'm going to be going through the top 5 TEMU modifications that you can do to your Ford Ranger. So I'm going to be throwing a link in the description to all the products that I'll be using today, and I will also throw up a discount code which you can use on the TEMU website or on the app, which will give you a discount on all the products you see. So with all that being said, let's get straight into the modifications. Modification number 1 are these TEMU wheel nuts. So here we have the factory Ford Ranger wheel nuts. And as you can see, they are a two-piece design, which is terrible when it comes to removing your wheel nut, because these factory wheel nuts get stuck into whatever socket you're using, and they're just a terrible design. I don't know why Ford designed them, but as you can see here, they have a lot of play in them. But that's where the TEMU wheel nuts come into play. They're a quick and easy replacement, and you can change them over within a matter of minutes. I'm going to be using a 19mm socket to change these wheel nuts and just doing one at a time. So this is what I'm talking about when I say they get stuck in the socket. Very hard to remove. So we'll be fixing that with the TEMU wheel nut, which is a one-piece design, so won't be having that issue anymore. Modification number 2 is going to be your tailgate struts. These tailgates are pretty heavy and can be pretty dangerous if you have little kids standing around underneath them. So that's where these tailgate struts come into play, and I'm going to show you how to install them. Out of the box, the kit has two sizes, a shorter one and a longer one. The shorter one goes on the right hand side and the longer one will go on the left hand side. However, we do remove this spacer after we put it on. So to remove this cable, it basically just unlatches here, and there's the T30 Torx up here, and then we'll be removing one more bolt, which is the one down here. Now reinstallation is pretty simple. That just goes on like that, and there's a little washer that goes in behind it, and you just simply thread it into the body of the ute. For this side, it's just a T50 Torx right there, and then I simply just put that in there and retighten the bolt up. You do have to pull this down just a little bit just to line it up with the hole from this side, and then it's just a matter of tightening that up and you're pretty much done for one side. So once you have this side on, it's just a matter of removing this little spacer here. And that's it. So now we have easy down and easy up. So while these Rangers do have a solid tow hook at the front, there is absolutely nothing at the back, and that is where modification number 3 comes into play. It is a tow point that simply slides into the factory tow bar. It has a working load of 5 ton and is quite easy to fit, as I will show you right now. So this is something you definitely want to carry with you if you're going to the beach or somewhere where you might get stuck in some soft sand. Quite easy to fit. You just simply pull out the factory pin from your factory tow plug, remove that bolt, and your factory tow bar will come out, and simply slide this one in. You can reuse your factory pin, or you can use the one that comes with the kit. It's just a matter of finding the spot where it slides through, putting your safety pin back in, and that is pretty much done. You have a solid tow point, which is going to be a lot safer than hooking it around the tow bar. Modification number 4 is going to be this one-piece wiper blade conversion. So from factory, certain model of Rangers, especially the early ones, run this two-piece wiper blade design, which can be a bit fiddly to replace, and also if this comes off the track here, it can scratch up your windscreen. So we're going to be converting it to the one-piece wiper blade. Now to change these over, it is quite simple. I'm just using a towel here so we don't smash the windscreen in the process, but to change these over, we just simply flip these upside down like so. There's a little button here that you can just press and push down at the same time, and that essentially frees the windscreen wiper from this here. So installation of the new windscreen wiper is quite simple. I'm just grabbing the smaller one out of the two, so the smaller one goes on the passenger side, and to install it, we simply just pop this tab up here. It's using a flathead screwdriver like so, and essentially you just slide that on like that, clip that back into place once it's fully in. So that one's not fully in yet, there we go, it's fully in. So you can remove this little guard here, and that is installation of the new wiper done. Now with the driver's side, it is the exact same process as the passenger side. So just pulling that windscreen wiper upside down, pushing that tab, and at the same time, just pushing that wiper down like so, until it comes off. Getting the new driver's side one, which is the longer one, and we're sliding that in. Clipping that in, removing the safety guard. And that is pretty much it. So that is the full installation of the one-piece wiper blades. And modification number 5 is going to be the sunglasses holder. Well, this isn't really a modification, but rather a repair. So this clip that is meant to clip in up here is known for breaking on these ranges, and I'm going to show you how to replace this whole panel. This is also an item that TEMU stock on their website, so it's quite affordable and quite easy to get. So first up, I'm just going to pull from the back here. That will just unclip this little plastic bit that comes off. So next up, I'm just using a flathead screwdriver to get into the back of this light, and just like that, it should slide out. There we go, so there's just a couple of plugs here, or you can just leave it hanging like that while we remove the next stage. Next up, there's two T20 Torx up here, which you will see, and it's quite easy to access. Is just gently pull down on this, and hopefully it will separate. Might have to undo this plug here. And then the rest of it should slide through. There we have it. Now with this here, I'm going to be transferring the speaker from this one here to the new one, and it should pretty much just lift out, hopefully. Oh, there we go, it sort of broke out, but anyway. And it should just slide and clip in like so to the new one, hopefully. Finally got the speaker clipped in, and we're pretty much ready to start reinstalling. And reinstallation is just going to be the opposite of installation. Don't forget to plug everything back in, which is this plug here. It's all clipped in. Reinstallation of that, and I've just got to put my 2 Torx screws back in. So once you have the unit in, there's a little metal ring that sits on the inside there, and it's pretty hard to get it on camera, but essentially there's 4 clips. There's 2 at the front and 2 at the back that sit on top of that metal ring, and you'll know that it's right because it'll sit in there pretty firmly without having to put the screws in yet. So all I have to do now is put the 2 screws in and reinsert this, and I am pretty much done. Now this unit should just clip back in, pretty much the reversal of what we did before. And lastly, we've got our little plastic cover that just clips in over the top. And that is it. So now we have a fully functioning holder for your sunglasses. So that is a wrap up for this video. If you liked any of the products you see, I will throw a link in the description below, and I'll also throw a QR code on the screen right now so you can click on them and it'll take you directly to those products that you saw today. All that being said, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys on the next video.
Can I be your star tonight? You fill my soul with light the day we met. I don't wanna leave your side. Have me by your side when the sun